Hello students, this is the lecture number 3 of solid state in 12th NCERT. Okay, in this today's lecture what we are going to discuss here is the calculation of number of particles present in the one unit cell. Calculation of number of particles present in one unit cell which is represented as a Z. Okay, now here basically what are the constituent particles in a unit cell? That may be atom, that may be ion, or that may be a molecule. So atom or ion or molecule that are present in a unit cell in 4 different sites. The first site will be the corner of a unit cell, and the second site will be the face center, that is the center of the face, and third location of a lattice point may be the edge center, that is the center of the edge. Apart from these 3 positions, there is a one more position will be there, that is called body centered. That is called what? Body centered. That means in a unit cell there are 4 different locations of lattice points. Number 1 corner, number 2 face centered, number 3 body centered, and number 3 edge center, and number 4 is the body centered. Okay, now here the lattice point which is present at the center of the body, it is entirely present within the unit cell only. That means that particle will be contributed to only one complete unit cell. Are you getting my point? That means that particle will be entirely present in the unit cell. It is only sharing by that unit cell only. That is very, very important. But if the lattice point will be present at the corner, otherwise a face center, otherwise a edge center of the unit cell, that particle, that constituent particle may be sharing by other unit cells also. Only a small portion of a atom or ion that will be actually present within that given unit cell. Okay, to understand this one, let's suppose we are discussing the first location of a lattice point where at the body center. Okay, if the lattice point, that may be atom, ion or molecule which is present at the center of the body, it is entirely present within the same unit cell and contributes one complete lattice point to the unit cell. That means here if you see this point, this is the lattice point, this is corresponding to body center, In this body center lattice point, if you see the lattice point is completely present within the given unit cell. That means, so this is the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. If you see, these are the total 8 corners of a unit cell. Okay, now if you see in this unit cell only this lattice point will be located. That means this unit cell, that means this point is 100% corresponding to this unit cell only. Are you getting my point? Now come to the next location of the lattice point, that will be the face center lattice point. Let's suppose I am considering the one unit cell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now if you see this is the face, that will be face of 3, 4, 6, 7 or 7, 6. If you consider this face of the unit cell, if this is the lattice point which is a face center lattice point, this face center lattice point, it will be contributed by left side one unit cell and right side one unit cell. That means there are 2 unit cells are sharing the face center lattice point. Are you getting my point? This lattice point is called face centered. This face center lattice point is contributed by how many unit cells? 2 unit cells. Whereas the body center lattice point is contributed by whom? Only 1 unit cell, present in the 1 unit cell. Are you getting my point? Now if this lattice point is corresponding to face center lattice point is corresponding to belonging to 2 unit cells. Now what about the contribution of the lattice point per unit cell? If you see per unit cell, so this will be corresponding to 50% to the right side unit cell and 50% to the left side unit cell. That means each unit cell, the lattice point contributed to 1/2 to the each unit cell when it is present at the face center or center of the face. Yes or no? This is very, very important. Okay, now whereas the body center lattice point, if you see, this will be 100% contribution to the unit cell only, because it is not sharing by any other unit cells. Okay, Now come to one more lattice point, that will be the edge, center of the edge. If the edge center lattice point will be present, which is sharing by the 4 unit cells, and each unit cell contribution will be 25%, because total 4 unit cells are sharing the lattice point, and for each unit cell you will get the 1/4 of the contribution of the corresponding lattice point, that we will see in the diagram. In this diagram, if you see, this is the lattice point corresponding to edge center. If you see this edge center lattice point, this is belonging to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total 4 unit cells are sharing the edge center. That means this lattice point contributed to the 25% to the each unit cell, because that point is located between the 4 unit cells. That's why if you see, per unit cell its contribution will be 25%, that will be 1/4 of the particle will be belonging to the each unit cell. Yes or no? So this is very important, that is the edge center. So this will be the edge center lattice point. Okay, and last one more point will be present, that will be the corner of a unit cell. Suppose here we are considering the one constituent particle. This is the constituent particle. If you see, this constituent particle will be the corner lattice point. If you see this corner lattice point in this diagram, if you see, there are total how many unit cells are there? 8 unit cells are there. Are you getting my point? You see, this is the first unit cell, this will be the second unit cell, third unit cell and fourth unit cells. Okay, so there are 4 unit cells in the same plane and 4 unit cells above the plane, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total this ion is contributed by how many unit cells? 8 unit cells. And come to each unit cell, you will have 12.5%, that means 1/8. So each contribution of the particle to the each unit cell will be corresponding to 12.5% or 1/8. So this 1/8, that means the particle which is located at the corner of a unit cell, it is sharing by how many unit cells? 8 unit cells. That means per unit cell its contribution will be 12.5% only. Yes or no? So once again I am repeating, there are total 4 different locations of the lattice points in a unit cell. Number 1, body centered. Number 2, face centered. Number 3, edge center. And number 2, corner of the unit cell. Let's suppose if the particle is located at the body center, it is present only within the unit cell only. That's why it is sharing by only one unit cell. That means the contribution of the particle will be 100%. That will be only one particle present in the unit cell. If the face center particle, if we consider, it is sharing by how many unit cells? 2 unit cells. Per each unit cell, its contribution will be 50%. Are you getting my point? Body center will be contributed to 100%. But whereas the face center particle will be constituted to 50% per unit cell. Okay. Now come to edge center. The edge center particle will be sharing by how many unit cells? 4 unit cells. So per unit cell you will get the 1/4 contribution, which is nothing but the 25%. And one more location of the particle, that will be the corner. Each corner will be sharing by 8 other unit cells. Per unit cell, if you calculate the contribution of the lattice point, you will get the 12.5%, that will be the 1/8. Are you getting my point? Now here, how to calculate the number of particles per unit cell? That is nothing but the Z in a simple cubic crystal, SCC, BCC, body centered cubic crystal, FCC, face centered cubic lattice. Simple cubic lattice, body centered cubic lattice and face centered cubic lattice. What is the simple cubic lattice? In the last class I explained the different types of unit cells. So there are basically, if you see, simple cubic unit cell, it is one of the most common imported unit cell. In this simple cubic unit cell, that is the primitive unit cell, here only the particles will be located at the corner of a unit cell. Okay, so there are only how many particles will be present? 8 particles will be present in a simple cubic crystal unit cell. Okay, so there are 8 particles are present into each particle contribution will be 1 by 8. So overall you will get only one particle that will be present in the simple cubic crystal. Yes or no? Next come to the BCC. In a body centered cubic crystal, apart from the each corner, there is a one more particle will be located at the center of the unit cell, that is the body center. So that means there are total 9 particles will be present in the body centered cubic unit cell. Body centered cubic unit cell. This is called BCC, body centered cubic unit cell. What is the location of the particle? Apart from the corner. So there are total how many corners will be present here? 8 corners will be present. Apart from the 8 corners, there is a one more particle which is located at the body center, that is the center of the body. Are you getting my point? Now how to calculate the number of particle per unit cell in a BCC unit cell? So there are how many corners? 8 into their contribution will be 1 by 8 plus there is a one particle at the body center into its contribution will be 100%. So overall Z value here will be 2. Okay, this is corresponding to what? Body centered cubic crystal. And one more important unit cell which we have is face centered cubic crystal. Which we have is face centered cubic crystal. In face centered cubic crystal, apart from the each particle at corner, there is a one more particle present on the center of the each face. That means at each face center there is a one more particle will be present in addition to the corner. In addition to the corner. So already we know there are 8 corners in a unit cell, in a cubic unit cell. So at each corner there is a one particle will be present. Okay. Apart from that, there are 6 faces will be present, and each face center has one more lattice point, one more constituent particles. Are you getting my point? So total there are 8 plus 6 14 constituent particles will be there in a unit cell. If you see the number of atoms, number of lattice point per unit cell, so there are 8 corners into contribution will be 1 by 8 plus there are 6 faces. Each face is sharing by 2 unit cell. Per unit cell its contribution will be 50%, that is the 1 by 2. So overall Z value here will be the 4. Are you getting my point? So this calculation is very very important. So what is the effective number of atoms per unit cell of a simple cubic crystal? Z is equal to 1. For BCC, what is the effective number of particles per unit cell? Z value is equal to 2. And what is the number of effective number of atoms per unit cell of a face centered cubic crystal? Z is equal to 4. Are you getting my point? So this will be very very important. Okay. Now here I am writing the one general formula to calculate the effective number of atoms per unit cell. So where Z is equal to 1 by 8 into number of corner particles. Number of corner particles. How many corner particles will be present into its contribution will be 1 by 8 plus, okay, 1 by 4 into number of edge center particles, because each edge center will be sharing by the 4 lattice unit cells. Okay, next to here 1 by 2 into number of face center, number of face centered particles. This is the overall calculation of effective number of atoms per unit cell Z. What is the Z formula? 1 by 8 into number of corner atoms plus 1 by 4 into number of edge center particles plus 1 by 2 into number of face center particles plus 1 into number of body center particles. Number of body center particles. Okay. So this is the overall general formula to calculate the effective number of particles per unit cell. If the corner particles are absent, then you can take the 0. If the edge center particles are absent, then in place of edge center particles you can take the 0. Okay. Now there are some important questions regarding the calculation of effective number of atoms per unit cell. Okay. Now this will be the first question number 23. In this question number 23, a cubic solid is made by 2 elements P and Q. At P and Q, atoms Q are present at the corner of a cube and atom P at the body center. So what is the location of atom Q? Atom Q located where? corner. This is given in the question. We know how many corners of a cube? 8. Into contribution will be 1 by 8. So total there is a 1 q particle. Okay. Now come to the location of a atom P. Atom P will be present at where? Body center. We know in body center only one particle will be present and its contribution is also 100%. So overall you have one p atom and one q atom. So overall what is the empirical formula of a unit cell? PQ. What is the empirical formula of a unit cell? PQ. Okay. Question number 24. A compound formed by elements A and B has a cubic structure in which A atoms are present at the corner. So atoms A present where? Corner. When atoms A are present at corner, we know there are how many corners? 8 corners. Into contribution will be 1 by 8. And what about the atom B? Atom B are located at the face center. Atom B will be located where? Face center. When atom B located at face center, there are 6 faces. Into contribution will be 1 by 2. So number of particles of A 1 and number of particles of B will be 3. So the empirical formula will be 1:3. That will be AB3. AB3 is the empirical formula of the crystal solid or AB. Okay. Now come to the question number 25th. In the question number 25th, a compound formed by the elements X and Y crystallizes in a cubic structure where Y atoms are present at the corner of a cube and X atoms are at the alternate faces. Now remember, there is one important note I am writing here. Number of alternate faces. Number of alternative faces will be 2. Number of alternative faces will be 2. Here you see, this is a small cubic unit cell. Let's suppose in this small cubic unit cell there are how many faces will be present? There are how many faces will be present here? Total 6 faces will be present. Okay. But the question will be alternative faces. Now what are the alternative faces here? Alternative faces. Now here it is not alternative faces different from the opposite faces. Remember, alternative faces different from the opposite faces. Now I am locating the, so let's suppose this is the first face. Let's suppose I am locating this, I am shading this face. Okay. Now what is the alternative face of this one? Alternative means 1 by 1. If you shaded one surface, one face, and ignore the next surface and count the next surface. That means, so this will be the first one. Next alternative means leaving one surface and go to the next other surface. So there are 2 faces, alternative faces. Are you getting my point? Let's suppose if you consider this one and what is the alternative face? That will be this one. Are you getting my point? Suppose if you consider this one, the alternative face will be this one. Are you getting my point? So if you see at anywhere, there are only how many opposite face, how many alternative faces in a cube? There are only 2 alternative faces in a cube. Okay. Now the question is, Y atoms are located at corners. Y atoms are located where? At corners. Do you know? There are total 8 corners. Into contribution will be 1 by 8. So 8 into 1 by 8, that is the 1. Now what about the X? X located at alternate face center. Alternate face center. There are only 2 alternate face centers. So contribution of a face center will be 1 by 2. So here also X value 1. So the empirical formula will be 1:1 ratio. That is the XY. XY. Okay. Question number 26. A mineral is composed of calcium, titanium and oxygen with calcium +2 at cubic corner, titanium ions in the center and the oxide ions are at the face center of the unit cell. Then find the formula of the mineral. Okay. Now first of all, the calcium +2 ions located at where? Corners. Do you know there are 8 corners of a cube? Into its contribution will be 1 by 8. That will be 1. Okay. Now titanium ions were located at the body center. Where they are located? At the body center. At the body center only one particle and its contribution will be 1. So overall titanium ion will be 1. Now what about the oxide ions? O minus 2 ions. Oxide ions are located at the face center. Located where? Face center. We know total 6 phases and contribution will be 1 by 2. Okay, that will be 3. So overall if you see, 1 calcium is there, 1 titanium is there, and 3 oxygen particles will be present. So overall the formula will be CaTiO3. CaTiO3. Okay. Now question number 27. A solid structure in which W, that is the wolfram tungsten atoms are located at the corners of a cube, oxygen atoms are located at the edges, and the sodium atoms are present at the center of the cube. Center of the cube nothing but body centered. Are you getting my point? Let's suppose first of all sodium particles are located at the center. So body center only one particle and its contribution will be 100%. So sodium particles will be present only one. Okay. Next to W, wolfram tungsten filament element will be present at the corners. So there are total how many corners will be present? 8 into contribution will be 1 by 8. So 8 into 1 by 8 will be equal to 1. Are you getting my point? And what about the oxygen? Oxygen will be present at the edge center. Oxygen will be present at the edge center. Edge center particles, there are total 12 edges of a cube and contribution will be 1 by 4. So 12 into 1 by 4 will be 3. So total you have 1 sodium and 1 W and 3 oxygen atoms. So NaWO3 will be the 1:1:3 ratio. NaWO3 will be the final answer. That will be the B option. That will be the option number B. Okay. Now question number 28. A compound is constitute of A, B and C. The distribution of A, B, C in a unit cell is as follows. A will be present at the corner and B will be present at the body center and C will be present at the face center. Okay. Estimate the formula. Okay. Next, to estimate the formula. So there are two different types of questions. Now in the first question number 28, the first part will be A will be located at where? Corner. A will be located at where? Corner. And B atom will be located at where? Body center. B atom will be located at where? Body center. And C atom will be located at where? Face center. C atom will be located at where? Face center. Do you know there are 8 corners? Into contribution will be 1 by 8. So 8 into 1 by 8, that will be equal to 1. And body center will be 1 particle and contribution will be 100%. So 1 into 1, that will be 1. And face center atoms will be 6 and contribution will be 1 by 2. 6 into 1 by 2, that will be 3. So overall the empirical formula of a unit cell will be A, B, C, 3. 1:1:3. Okay. So this is the first part. Now come to the second part. In the second part, what is the estimate the formula if all atoms along the one of the phase diagonal are removed. So here in the second question, first part, that is the A part, what is the question is given? When all atoms along one of the phase diagonal removed. When one of the phase diagonal removed, then what are the atoms are removed? In the phase diagonal, two corners. Apart from that, one face centered atom. Okay. So these are the two corners and one face centered atoms are completely removed when one phase diagonal is removed. Do you know what is a phase diagonal here? In a phase diagonal, any two opposite corners of the same face, that is called phase diagonal. Okay. Let's suppose here if you see, this is a unit cell. Let's suppose I am taking these two opposite corners in a same face. So this is the corner, this is the corner. Two corners are removing. Apart from that, one face center particle is also present here. So this is called face diagonal. Face diagonal. When face diagonal is removing, that means two corners and one face center atom is also removing. Okay. Now number of particles of A will be equal to, actually there are how many corners will be present? 8 corners. But out of the 8 corners, 2 corners are here missing because we are removing the face diagonal. So the contribution will be 8 minus 2. That will be 6 into 1 by 8. Okay. And which is equal to 3 by 3 by 4. Which is equal to what? 3 by 4. Now what about the number of particles B? Number of particles B will be present at the body center. So there is no any destruction in the body center. So that will be 1 into 1. Now what about the number of particles present at the corners? So there are, number of, what is the C? Number of particles present at the face center. So out of the 6 faces, one face center is removing here. Into contribution will be 1 by 2. So 6 minus 1 by 2, that will be equal to 5 by 2. So overall, the ratio will be here. The ratio will be here 3 by 4 is to 1 is to 5 by 2. Which is nothing but 3 is to 4 is to 10. That means the final answer will be A3, B4, C10. A3, B4, C10. Okay, this is the part 2, first bit A bit. And come to the second, in the part 2, what will be the second bit given here? If all the atoms along one body diagonal are removing. Okay, one body diagonal are removing. Now you see, what is the body diagonal? Now this is the diagonal which is connecting the two opposite corners and also passing through the center of the body. That is also passing through what? Center of the body. So here I am taking any one of the body diagonal. So this is the body diagonal. Okay. In this body diagonal, you are removing the two corner atoms and also one body center is also removing. So this is called body diagonal. This is called what? Body diagonal. In body diagonal, two corners plus one body center. One body center. These are the particles which are now what we are doing? We are removing. Okay. We are removing. Okay. Now here in the second B part, here number of particles present at the corners A. Actually there are total how many corners? 8 corners. But we are removing the 2 corners. So 8 minus 2, contribution will be 1 by 8. That will be equal to 3 by 4. Okay. Now what about the number of particles present at the body center? Now only one particle will be present at the body center, which is now removing. So there will be no any body center particles. Now what about the particles present at the face center? Face center, there is no any destruction in the face center. All the face center atoms will be located as usual. So 6 into 1 by 2, that will be the 3. Okay. Now here the ratio will be 3 by 4 particles of A and 3 particles of C. Okay. So that will be equal to 1 is to 4. That will be equal to 1 is to 4. That means A1 and C4. Here the number of particles B will be absent because only one particle, that is at body center, which is removing along the body diagonal. So only you have A particles and C particles. Okay. Now the question number C. In the question number C, all the particles along the C4 axis are removing. What is the meaning of a C4 axis? Do you know? In a cubic unit cell, the axis, which is an imaginary axis, passing through which if a crystal structure will be regenerated by rotating through a certain angle, if more than one time the crystal structure will be regenerated, such type of imaginary axis is known as what? Axis of symmetry. Let's suppose this is the C4 axis of symmetry, that means which is passing through the opposite phase centers, okay, opposite phase centers through the center of the body. This is called C4 axis. Okay, if you removing the C4 axis, that means you are removing two phase centers. When C4 axis is removed, when C4 axis is removed, in the sense you are removing the two phase centers, two phase center particles and one body center particle, one body center particle you are removing. Okay, now there will be no any destruction in the corners, so corners will be 8, contribution will be 1 by 8, so A is equal to 8 into 1 by 8. Now whatever the particles located at the body center, one particle is removing, so here the B particles will be 0. Now what about the phase center particles? Total phase is 6, but here two phase center atoms are removing, so 6 minus 2, and contribution will be 1 by 2. Okay, that will be 2. Here also atom A will be 1 and atom C will be 2, so the formula will be AC2. AC2. Here also B particles are absent because we are removing the body center particle. Okay, now one more question is there here, question number D. In the question number D, all atoms along the one phase are removing, all atoms along one phase. So if you see one phase is removing, complete one phase is removing. Okay, that means if you see in a cubic unit cell, if there are total how many phases will be there? 6 phases will be present. Now what we are doing here, we are removing one phase. That means what kind of atoms we are removing here, that is very, very important. Okay, now here consider any one phase, consider any one phase. Let's suppose I am taking this phase, so this phase containing 4 corners, okay, apart from one phase center. That means you are eliminating, you are removing 4 corners, you are removing 4 corners plus one phase center, one phase center particles you are removing. Okay, that means here total there are 8 corners, out of 8 corners 4 corners are missing, so 8 minus 4, contribution will be into 1 by 8, so 4 by 8, that is nothing but 1 by 2. Okay, body center atoms, there will be no any destruction, so 1 into 1, that will be 1. Now what about the phase center particles? Total 6 phase center particles, but here one phase is removing, so one phase center is also removing, so total phase centers will be 5, but contribution will be still 1 by 2, so 5 into 1 by 2, that will be the 5 by 2. So this is the ratio, 1 by 2 is to 1 is to 5 by 2. Are you getting my point? That means 1 is to 2 is to 5. That means A particle 1, B particles will be 2 and C particles will be 5. This is the simplest ratio. This is nothing but the empirical formula of the solid. Are you getting my point? And one more question is there, that is the question number E. In the question number E, all atoms are along the one body diagonal plane are removing. One body diagonal plane. One body diagonal plane removed. Now what is the body diagonal plane? If you see here, let's suppose consider a small cubic unit cell, small cubic unit cell. In small cubic unit cells, if you see, consider one body diagonal plane. Now in body diagonal plane, if you see, it is an imaginary plane which can bisect the unit cell into 2 identical halves. Okay, and also that body diagonal plane will be containing the center of the body center, that is the center of the body center. So this plane, if you consider, this is the plane which is nothing but the body diagonal plane. Okay, now this is the plane which we are removing now. Now this is the body diagonal plane. Which plane? This one, body diagonal plane. Okay, now what are the constituent particles that are present in the body diagonal plane? Now in the body diagonal plane, we are removing how many corner particles? 4 corner particles we are removing. Okay, and one more important thing, This is the center of the body. This is also removing. This is also removing. And one more important thing, we are also removing the two face center particles. This is the face center particle. This is the face center particle. It is also removing. Are you getting my point? That means when we are removing the body diagonal plane, we are removing 4 corners. How many corners we are removing? 4 corners. Next to how many face centers we are removing? 2 face centers we are removing. And one body center is also removing. One body center is also removing. Are you getting my point? First of all, we have to know what is the body diagonal plane. Okay. In body diagonal plane, what are the points will be located? 4 corners will be located, 2 face centers will be located, and one body center. Here 2 edge centers also located, but here there is no any particle at the edge center in the given question. Okay. Now here come to the calculation point of view. Here how many particles will be present at corners? 8. But out of 8 corners, there are 4 corners are missing here. So the remaining corners will be only 4. So 8 minus 4, that will be 4 into 1 by 8. That will be the 1 by 2. Okay. Now whatever the particles present at the body center, only one particle which is also removing here. So 1 minus 1, that will be the 0. And whatever the particle that will be present at the corners, actual corners 6. But here actual faces will be 6 faces, but out of the 6 faces only 2 face center atoms are missing here. 6 minus 2 into contribution will be 1 by 2, that means 4 by 2, that will be the 2. Okay. Here also only A particles and C particles will be present in the 1 by 2 is to 2 ratio or 1 is to 4 ratio, that means AC4. AC4. Are you getting my point? So this is the very, very important concept. Are you getting my point? Shit.